Yes, good morning. It is Sunday, December 11th. Cara Robinson with you alongside a man who has won multiple times on the PGA and PGA Tour champions, John Cook. We're here again for the second and final day of the PNC Father-Son Challenge here at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando. And Cookie, it is so special, this event. We spoke about it yesterday, but we eventually got to watch the tournament kick off. And my goodness, what fun.
How much fun watching that yesterday with the fathers and the sons and daughter as well. It's just, it's magical. It really is. They're having so much fun. They're still competitive. Don't make no mistake. They're very, very competitive out here, but it's great fun to watch.
The best thing about it is we kind of know what to expect from the fathers. We've watched them play all these years. Each year, I'm amazed by the quality of some of these children, and there were some really special bits yesterday. What was your favorite moment?
I really enjoyed watching Leo Goosen and Retief, and you know, Leo's 13-year-old 8th grader at Lake Highland Prep, plays on the high school team there. There's always been a very, very good high school team at Lake Highland Prep. I had two of my kids went there, and you know, he walked in a putt at number 12 from about 30 feet, just walked it right in the hole. It was I mean, just tapped it in like Ray Floyd used to always walk those putts in. Leo Goosen did the same thing. I love seeing that.
Fearless, I think that's what it comes down to, doesn't it? Who knew that there was a minimum age requirement to get into this event, but seemingly there is. It is 13. We have two of them in the field this week, Leo Goosen and, of course, little John Daly, who I think is winning fans all over the place. He's apparently been keen to play in this event for 2 years. He's eventually turned 13. He's here this year, and, well, he's playing some exceptional golf. This was my moment yesterday. 16th hole, middle of the fairway. He's playing his second into the green. It's a long par 4, and listen. You hear that, Cookie?
Be the right club today. I mean, is that a golf fan or what? You got to know that. If you're a golf fan, you know exactly where that came from.
One of the most iconic phrases we've heard in some of golf's history. Wonderful. They ended up birdieing 16. Then this was 18, playing his dad's drive. Club twirl and everything.
Club twirl, walking after it again. Right up the slot. What a great shot.
This is a long par 5. To get it on the edge of that green in 2 was tremendous. Dad John actually then put it a bit closer. They missed the eagle putt, but finished with a birdie then as well. But as we look ahead to today, it is David Duval and his stepson Nick who lead the way after an opening 61. They're at 11 under par. Not far behind is the Funk team. Some incredibly good golf came from them yesterday as well. Good friends of yours, Mark and Sean O'Meara, are tied for 3rd with the Langers and the Floyds. You can see notably the Dalys, Trevinos and Nicholases on our leaderboard as well. Who are you most looking forward to watching today?
You know, David and his stepson Nick has played very well, and Taylor and Fred Funk are probably the team to beat, I would think, just because of Taylor, you know, and how good a player he is. We know what kind of a player he is at the University of Texas. Plays on that golf team, who's very, very good. And I'm kind of looking, you know, down the list just a little bit. Mark and not because they're my friends, but Mark and Sean O'Meara. I was watching Sean hit balls yesterday, and he was just striping it, and he kills it. He's a big, strong kid, played at UC Irvine on that golf team, so he's a very, very good player, and if he drives it in the fairway, we know what Mark can do with his irons and putt the way he can. I look for them to make a run, but I just think that the Funks are going to be tough to beat.
Sean definitely wins beard of the week, that's for sure.
Well,
we'll keep an eye on them today.
Don't ask Mark about that beard.
The Funks you mentioned, though, we're going to actually have a bit more from them coming up later. Travis Fulton, our colleague, as well as an incredibly talented golf instructor, used to be based up near Jacksonville. He's working very closely with Taylor now, coaching him. He's caddying for him this week, and he will be with them live later on in the show, so don't go anywhere, because Taylor Funk is an incredibly impressive junior at the University of Texas. We want to know, though, about your relationship with your parents, so please send us some pictures. We put this out on Twitter this morning. The PNC Father-Son continues today, of course. Send us a photo of yourself playing golf with your child or parent using hashtag #MDFatherSon, and of course we will share the best photos on the show today. We're with you for the next 2 hours, so let's say good morning to the guys in studio and Damon Hack.
Good morning, Cara. Good morning, Cookie. Let's get you caught up on some top stories on this Sunday. The team of Matt Kuchar and Harris English got it done at the Franklin Templeton Shootout by 1 shot over Jerry Kelly and Steve Strickler. This is the duo's 2nd win in this event. They also won back in 2013. How about Sam Brazel of Australia, ranked 480th in the world? He won the UBS Hong Kong Open with that birdie putt on the 18th hole. defeated Rafa Cabrera Bello by 1 shot, his first ever 72-hole tournament victory. And as Cara just mentioned, the PNC Father-Son Challenge, the Ritz-Carlton Grand Lakes in Orlando, the team of David Duval and stepson Nick Karavides with a 1-shot lead over Team Funk. You will hear from Taylor Funk and Father Fred a little bit later this morning. Right now, let's watch and learn from the legends, from our legends, Charlie Reimer and Robert Dameron. Good morning, guys.
All right, Damon, thank you very much. Let's get right out to the golf course. Let's start with David Duval. These guys were having a very nice back nine, and this was sort of the highlight of it at 15. And what I want to point out here, this is a lengthy bunker shot. I think a lot of people make the mistake of always using their lob wedge from the bunker. David has 2 wedges, a 58 and a 53. I'm guaranteeing you this is a 53. Go ahead and roll it, and that helps him get this ball all the way to the hole a little bit easier. Yeah, David's pretty happy with that one right there. But learn how to hit both of your wedges. If you carry 2 of them, that'll help you a lot with your bunker play.
I love that. I wish you were around when I was playing a lot more. I didn't know that myself. We got a do and a don't here from Steve Elkington. Arnold Palmer taught me back in the day, if you're off the green and you can putt it, putt it. So let's see Steve Elkington putt it from way off the green.
I see the do.
This is the do.
You got me
now
on
here
the
comes the don't. Here comes the don't. The kick. Did you see the kick, the leg kick? Oh, there it is. See, double leg kick. That is weak.
It's a little weak. Yeah.
Don't expose your lack of flexibility on national television.
Okay, let's go into bunker. At 18 was Sandy Lyle. Okay, now what I want to talk about here, bunker shots, we're always talking about how they're explosive, how you have to accelerate. You do have to accelerate, and it is a little bit of an explosion, but it's not a big explosion. Go ahead and watch this. There's still some feel to it. Right, so it's a nice splash, and obviously he gets a great result, but it wasn't a violent explosion out of the bunker. Accelerate, but don't overdo it when you get in these bunkers.
Well, they're holding bunker shots left and right. Watch this. No one in the history of the game better at this little shot. The little low checking pitch shot. Check this out by Lee Trevino. What, it hit? Watch that thing grab up, and it should go in, but it doesn't. Charlie, to hit those shots, Trevino obviously sets up open. He cuts everything. He used to cut everything. You got to get the club face open, back in your stance, and hinge it up and down. Hit down steep, wide open club face where it catches all those grooves, comes in low, a lot of spin.
I love watching Lee pitch it. Okay, we're going to show you this putt from Mr. Nicholas. Before we roll this, what I want you to do is focus on that word, roll. He doesn't hit putts. He rolls the golf ball. Let's see it. Watch how this is just a nice transfer of energy to the golf ball. There wasn't any hit in that. Roll that golf ball. Next time you head out to the golf course, think roll, don't think hit. You're not going to make as many as Mr. Nicholas, but you might make a few more than you're making right now. You know who makes a ton of putts every time I play golf with him? Who?
Yourself.
No, Matt Janella.
Yes.
Of course.
Damon, Matt, what do you got? Unfortunately, they're for bogey, but he makes a lot of putts.
How about that? I was all waiting for him to say Damon Hatt instead of just our travel guru. Unbelievable. Good morning, buddy. How you doing? What's going on?
I was just fascinated. That is one of my favorite parts of every show. Anytime we're doing watch and learn. Great
It is
stuff.
pretty cool.
We're over here practicing what
We
they're
are.
teaching. Yeah.
Hinge and hold.
Hinge and hold.
This golf course, we know it very well. Ritz-Carlton Grand Lakes for the PNC Father-Son is being contested this week. We're both members. What should the viewers know about this golf course?
Well, from the start, from the minute you pull up until the time that you leave, this is the kind of experience that you would expect when you're paying a little over $100 to play golf, which is about, can range up to $130 to play golf here. But you drop your bag, great service. There's a good vibe. They got music going on in the practice area. There's a grass practice area. You're going to go out and get one of the best conditioned golf courses in Orlando area, and consistently so. The greens roll perfectly, as you've been seeing throughout this week. They're fast, and they're no joke. This is a Greg Norman design that opened in 2003. You're going to have to hit to certain parts of several greens out there, or they're going to roll off into a collection of very tightly mowed areas around the greens. But the overall takeaway here is it is one of the best golfing experiences you can find in the Central Florida area. The wildlife that you're going to see out there is there's no houses. It's just it's a very walkable, which I like to do, and buckle up. That back nine is not giving anything away.
I was going to say, what would you say about the difficulty of the golf course? I find that you need to bring maybe a sleeve or two of golf balls. There's a lot of water on the golf course.
There is a lot of water, and going back to the greens, and I've I've talked to management there. I think it would be in their best interest actually to bring Greg back out and soften a few of those greens, given the fact that this is a resort experience. There's only one time a year where some of the best in the world play this golf course. The rest of the time it's guys like you and us. And I think some of those greens could be softened to touch, and I think it would be a better resort experience.
Now, a little bit later, you're going to talk about your ultimate Orlando itinerary for the folks maybe thinking about a trip to Central Florida this December.
Yeah, and some great value. I was going through the prices here, and given the fact that we get 70-degree weather here and a lot of sunshine, you're going to get a lot of good value for golf at this time of year.
Excellent. More with Matt Janella in just a little bit. Right now, tee sheet time on a Sunday. What is coming up? How about a countdown to number one? Not to Jason Day or Lydia Ko, but Janella's top 50 courses you can play. We've already reached the top 5. You will learn them very, very soon. Also, Cara talked about him. Little John Daly, son of Big John. He has swagger at age 13 and a ton of game. We watch and learn from the son of a 2-time major champion coming up. Also, we've got the funks. You got to have those funks. Fred and Taylor, not the Jaguars running back. They are the team funk at the PNC father-son. They join the show later to talk strategy and family dynamics. Day 2 this morning at the Ritz-Carlton Grand Lakes in Orlando. We take you inside the ropes all morning long as legends like Nicklaus and Trevino, Irwin, Floyd get ready for competition with their kids. It's all ahead on Morning Drive.